So let's pretend you're at the bottom of your paper now. You finished the paper. Let's make this a little bigger for you so you can see a little better. After your last paragraph, either insert a page break or, more conveniently if you know the hotkey, Control Enter. This is a non-printing item here. It just shows you have a page break. It won't print when you hit the printer. And notice where your cursor is. Note that the first line indent is still set. You need to move that back. So before you do anything else, pull the first line indent back flush with the edge of the toolbar between the blue and white border here. Then Control plus E, or up on your toolbar you could of course use your centering icon right there. The title is Works Cited. Now a works cited page is different from a bibliography. Works cited means the specific sources you used that are cited in the essay or paper you wrote above will be included in this list. Whereas a bibliography might include any sources you've used to write the paper, even if you did not cite them. So in this case, only include sources you cited in the actual essay or paper in the works cited list. After you type that, enter, and Control plus L will left justify, notice, your first entry. Nothing in the header has to be touched. It's automatically set in the paper, so we're still good there. We're left justified, but we need to set what is called a hanging indent. The hanging indent is going to make it so that the first line of your entry will stay left justified with this margin. But the second line, the hanging indent, notice when I get over that little triangle, you see the mouse over the sign, hanging indent, that needs to come in a ½ inch. Now I could drag it. Be sure not to grab the rectangle. That moves everything. Notice that's called the left indent. The hotkey for it is Control plus T. Control plus the letter T. Notice it moved by itself. The top first line indent remains left justified. The hanging indent is now in a ½ inch. What that's going to do is it's going to take the different entries of your works cited page and keep it so the first line can be seen, the second line of a long entry will be indented, and it will be easy for a professor or teacher to see the alphabetical order of the entries. For our particular paper, you may only use 2 or 3 or 4 entries. When you're asked to write a paper with 8, 10, 12, or 20 entries, that's a little more difficult for a professor to scroll through and see what sources you're using. So it's a pretty convenient thing to do it alphabetically.